Hey everyone, I'm Alta with Tern Bicycles and congratulations on your brand new NBD. In this video, we'll go over everything you need to know to get started with your new bike. There's a lot to cover, so put time steps in the description below to give you a quick overview of what we'll be covering and make it easy for you to skip back to the sections you want to rewatch. Let's get started. Before you take your bike out for the first time, please remember that your bike was designed to be ridden with both wheels on the ground on paved roads only. Riding your bike on other types of surfaces may void your warranty. Your NBD comes with an adjustable stem and suspension seat post that allow you to perfectly fit your bike to your height and riding preference. Here's how you can adjust your bike. Start by adjusting the saddle height. Simply open the seat post quick release lever, adjust the seat post to where you want it, and close the lever to secure it. For safety reasons, always stay within the minimum insertion indicator, marked here on the seat post. If you want to make it easier or harder to close the quick release, just open the lever and twist the clamp screw nut. If the quick release on the seat post is not properly closed or adjusted, there's a risk of injury, so it's essential to operate it correctly. The NBD was designed to be as comfortable as possible. The suspension seat post on your NBD increases your ride comfort by minimizing road vibrations. If you own an NBD S5i, you can adjust the stiffness of your seat post for a more comfortable ride using a 2.5mm Allen key. It's very simple. You put the Allen key in here and then move toward plus for a stiffer ride, or toward minus for a softer ride. The seat post on the NBD S5i has several stiffness levels, so we recommend testing different stiffness levels to see which one you prefer. You can also ask your dealer for recommendations. Your NBD also comes with the Andros stem, which helps you adjust your handlebars height, angle, and orientation. To adjust the Andros, first raise one lever at a time. Then adjust the stem and handlebar to your desired position, and finally firmly close both levers. Your NBD comes with a grip shifter that allows you to control your speed and pedaling resistance. This indicator here tells you which gear you're in. To change gears, simply twist the shifter. The lower the number, the lighter the pedaling. The higher the number, the heavier the pedaling. We highly recommend that you change gears as you would on a regular bike, meaning downshift to a lower gear before you come to a stop or ride up a steep hill, and shift to a higher gear as you accelerate or ride downhill. It will help you maintain an efficient cadence, and if you're an NBD P8i rider, it will also help prevent premature wear on the chain. It's also very important to ease off the pressure on the pedal when shifting. Both the NBD S5i and P8i come equipped with an internal gear hub. One of the best things about riding a bike with an internal gear hub is that you can shift gears at a standstill. That's especially convenient when you come to a traffic stop. Your NBD comes with front and rear hydraulic disc brakes for excellent stopping power. When you're looking at your handlebar from the rider's position, the rear brake lever is on the right, and the front brake lever is on the left. In a few countries, this orientation may be reversed, so we recommend double-checking before your first ride if you're not sure. Please be aware that suddenly pulling the brakes hard can have dangerous results, particularly in wet or slippery conditions. In general, aim to apply even pressure to both brake levers when you need to stop. Your brake pads are consumable parts and may be the first part on your NBD that you need to replace. So keep an eye on your brake pads, especially if your normal routes include steep descents. The NBD is a pedal assist electric bicycle, also known as a pedelec, meaning the motor system only provides power while you pedal. It's good to keep in mind that the motor stops providing power once you reach your local speed limit for e-bikes. Your NBD has a Bosch e-bike system, and it consists of a motor, battery, display, and controller. Both the NBD S5i and P8i come with a Bosch Intuvia display. You'll turn the motor system on and off by pressing the power button on the display. It's best to turn the motor system on and off when standing next to or straddling the bike. Never do it while you're applying pressure to the pedals. You can select how much assistance the motor provides at any given time during your ride. To switch between assistance levels, you can press the plus or minus button on the controller. You can switch between off, eco, tour, sport, and turbo. The display shows you all the essential information you need to know. Just by looking at your display, you can view your battery level, riding mode, and speed. If you click the I button, you can see more information, such as your range, odometer, trip distance, and more. After your ride, you can always remove the display to prevent others from stealing or tampering with it. Simply press the tab on the mounting bracket and slide the display out. At the top of the controller, there's a walk button that activates the walk assist function, which allows you to push the bike with less effort. Before activating walk assist, always make sure the bike is in one of the 4 e-assist modes. If the motor system is set to off, you won't be able to activate it. To activate walk assist, press the walk button, then immediately press the plus button and keep holding the plus button to use walk assist. If you no longer need the extra push that the walk assist provides, simply release the plus button. The speed of this function depends on which gear you're in. The higher the gear, the more walk assist your motor will provide. Your NBD's front and rear lights are connected to your e-bike system. To turn the lights on, slide the switch at the rear of your front light to the right and then press the light button on your display. To turn the lights off, press the light button again and slide the switch to the left. For safety reasons, always adjust the front light beam angle downward to avoid blinding oncoming traffic. Your NBD comes with a Bosch battery and a Bosch battery charger. You can use the charger to charge your battery on and off the bike. Before you charge the battery, always remember to turn the motor system off. To charge the battery on the bike, open the rubber lid, plug the connector into the socket, and plug the charger into an electric outlet. To charge the battery off the bike, insert the key into the lock, turn, lift, and pull out the battery. Once the battery is off the bike, plug the connector into the socket and plug the charger into an electric outlet. To insert the battery, place it on the battery mount and push the battery until you hear a click. Always remove the key from the lock to make sure the battery doesn't get disconnected and that no one removes the battery when you're not around. You can read Bosch's e-bike battery guide to learn more about your battery. We'll put the link in the description below. Your bike comes with 2 sets of keys that you can use to remove the battery and lock and unlock the Bosch frame lock. In case they get lost or damaged, you can apply for a new set of keys using your key's serial number that's written on your keys. To be on the safe side, we recommend emailing the number to yourself and registering your keys with the Bosch. We'll put the registration link in the description below. Your bike comes with an Bosch frame lock that is located at the top of the rear wheel. To lock the frame lock, you simply turn the key and slide down the knob until you hear a click. Then pull the key out. Please keep in mind that you can't remove the key unless the frame lock is locked. So always make sure the lock is firmly closed before removing the key. For extra security, you can purchase an Bosch frame lock chain that securely connects the frame lock to a fixed object. Your NBD can be flat folded to fit into trains, cars, and tight spaces. After practicing a few times, flat folding your NBD becomes quick and easy. Here's how you do it. If you plan on storing a flat folded NBD, we highly recommend removing the display before flat folding your bike. Start by opening both Andro stem levers. Angle the stem upward so that it's in line with the handle post. Keep the handlebar in the riding position. Close both Andro stem levers. Rotate the handlebars 180 degrees. slide the security knob on the handle post upward and pull down the lever. Fold the handle post down. Finally, lower the saddle. When you close and open the lever, be sure that the lever feels stiff, but not too stiff. The stiffness is just right if you need to firmly pull the lever to open it, and feel some resistance when you close it with your hand. If the lever is not correctly closed or adjusted, there's a risk of injury. Your NBD can stand and roll vertically, which is very convenient when you need to maneuver your bike into an elevator or store it indoors. It takes a little bit of practice to master the art of vertically rolling and parking your NBD. But after a few times, it becomes easy. Let me show you how to do it. Start by standing next to your bike. Either side will do, and hold the handlebar with both hands. Apply the rear brake and walk backward until the bike stands up. It's natural to want to pull the bike when you walk backward. However, it's actually a lot easier to just focus on walking. Make sure that all of the contact points on the rear of the bike are in contact with the floor, and that the bike is parked on a flat, even surface. To unpark your bike, hold the handlebars, apply the rear brake, and walk forward until the front wheel makes contact with the ground. We don't recommend trying to catch the bike as it comes down. Just walk forward with control. You can also roll your NBD when the bike is in a vertical position. Just make sure you're not holding the rear brake and roll the bike forward. There are a few things we recommend checking before every ride, and to make it a little bit easier for you to remember, we suggest using this mnemonic device: A, B, C, Q. A is for air. Use your fingers to squeeze the tires to check the air pressure and pump your tires if you need to. Make sure they feel stiff, but not too stiff. B is for brakes, bars, and battery. Check the brakes by squeezing both levers to make sure that the wheels stop. Then check the bars, meaning handlebar and handle post, to ensure everything is nice and tight. Also, make sure the battery is properly secured to the battery mount and sufficiently charged for your ride. C is for chain and cables. Before you check the chain or belt, always remove the cargo from your NBD. To check if the chain or belt turns freely through the gears, tilt the bike on the kickstand and hold the handlebar to prevent the bike from falling. Then, rotate the pedal forward several times and run through the gears. Next, check if the cables are undamaged and untangled. Q is for all the quick releases. Check if the quick releases on the seat post, stem, and wheels are securely closed and not too loose or tight. Also, check if the handle post joint is securely closed. To make sure your bike stays safe and reliable, it's really important that you perform regular maintenance. And we have a few tips to help you get started. Your bike has lots of moving parts, many of which require lots of lubrication. If your bike has a chain, regularly cleaning and lubricating your chain is really important. After applying the lubricant, make sure you wipe off all excess lubricant. If you want to learn how to clean and lubricate your chain, check out our basic maintenance video. We'll put a link in the description below. If you're an NBD S5i rider, you might be aware that belt drives are very durable and require remarkably little maintenance. That said, it's still important to clean the belt with water when it's visibly dirty, and be aware of your belt's tension. Check out our belt maintenance article in the description below for more information. Check if your wheels are trued, meaning straight, by spinning them. Check for any abnormal side-to-side motions and if the disc brake rotor is not rubbing against the brake pads. If you find anything that is worn or damaged, bring your bike back to your dealer. There are several parts of your bike that will wear over time, including the chain, brake pads, and tires. If you notice signs of wear, visit your dealer for replacement. And last but not least, we recommend that you bring your bike back to your dealer for regular service. All bikes need a quick tune-up 1 month after use so that your dealer can adjust cables and other key parts. After the first tune-up, we'd recommend that you take some time to discuss a regular service schedule with your dealer. How often you'll bring your bike back for service really depends on your riding frequency, typical load, weather conditions, road surfaces, and more. We'll put a link to a recommended e-bike maintenance schedule in the description below. Pairing your NBD with the right accessories for your needs helps you accomplish so much more by bike. The NBD comes with a specially designed Gaia rack that you can pair with a child seat that conforms to EN 14344. If you're looking for child seat recommendations, we recommend checking out our article about using a child seat with the NBD. We'll put a link to it in the description below. When using a child seat on the NBD, it's important to always make sure the child seat plus passenger plus anything on the rear rack like panniers weigh less than 27 kilograms or 59 pounds combined. And don't forget to read the manual for the child seat to learn how to install it safely on your bike. Before you install a child seat, please know that installing it will block your access to the Bosch frame lock. To continue using the frame lock, remove it from the rear wheel and reinstall it behind the front fork of your NBD. Whether you're planning to use your new bike to commute, do grocery runs, or just enjoy the outdoors, you can outfit the NBD with different accessories to fit your everyday life. Here's an example of how you can carry your groceries. Regardless of which accessory setup you choose, always make sure the total weight of passenger, rider, NBD, any installed accessories, and cargo is under 140 kilograms, or 308 pounds. If you want to learn more about our accessory setups, check out the NBD accessory guide in the description below. And that's it. We hope you've enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two about your NBD. Remember, you can always check out your user manual or visit your dealer if you have any questions. And if you'd like to share your experiences, join us at the Tern NBD group on Facebook. See you there.